and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa here, and this time I have my mom on my channel. For Mother's Day, I just thought my mom has never been on my channel, so I figured why not share her with you guys on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thank you.
What you want to do?
I don't know. Let's girl chat.
Let's girl chat. Well, I wrote down a whole bunch of questions, so.
And you want me to be brutally honest?
I want you to be all the way honest. What is 3 words to describe you?
Sassy. Bossy.
True.
Straightforward.
Brutally honest, you mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that too.
What do you remember most about your own mom?
Easter is my mother's favorite holiday. And with the dresses and the bonnets and the socks and the purses, oh my goodness, I loved it every year. You know, her birthday, my mother, every year she would get at minimum 30 birthday cards. I remember one year for her birthday, my mother got over 70 birthday cards, and we spread them all across the table, all across the room. And it happened to be the same year that me and my 2 sisters bought our mom the exact same birthday card. It wasn't a real extravagant birthday card, but it was what was said inside of the card. And as my mother was opening up the card, she was like, and I noticed she was looking at him real weird. I was like, yeah, Mom, that's the card I bought you. And she said, no, there's the card you bought me. And she opened up another one, and we just thought it was so funny.
How did you choose your current career?
As everybody knows, I was a mother really young. So my aunt told me one day, my Aunt Tressa, love my Aunt Tressa. She says, Tam, she says, the bank is hiring. She goes, that way, you know, the bank is only open during the week. You'll be off on the weekends and holidays, you know. So I said, I thought about it. And so I said, oh. So I went and I applied for the job. And then I went to bank. Back in the day, we had bank training. I took the bank training, and my auntie was so right. Growing up with my girls, and it's like we grew up together because I was so young. I got to spend holidays with my girls, Christmas, Easter. Because of the bank, because the bank's closed on holidays.
Right.
So, and I think...
And you didn't work late.
No. I worked 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, so I was home with my kids. And I was able to get up, get my girls dressed, get them on the bus, or get them ready for school. So I think it was more, not that that's what I wanted to do, but it was best for my family at that
Was
time.
it easy?
Never was easy.
Never easy.
Never easy. But
well, you've been in it for so long. I'm thinking you like it.
I love it. I'm a girly mom. I like flowers. I like makeup. I like frilly. I like pink.
That's where I get it from. What was your favorite subject in school?
Well, my favorite subject in school, I think, was math. Because math was easy for me.
Is it still like that?
Yeah. Well, I'm a banker, so.
Okay. And you know Jasmine, she's good at math too.
And Jasmine has taken math to a whole nother level.
Jasmine is my other sister.
She's taken it to a whole nother level. I'm so proud of her. She's my mini me. I love you, Jasmine. Love you.
But she acts like Dad.
Yeah, she does. And I love her. She does.
So who is your favorite singer or rapper?
Who is my favorite singer? What did I sing growing up while you guys were growing up? What did I like to...
I mean, you played a lot of SWV, a lot of In Vogue.
I just know when the girls were growing up, Salt and Pepper was my thing, okay? I knew all of their lyrics to all their songs, but you know, back in the day, in the early 90s, that's what it was. But yeah.
Favorite rapper in 2020?
Favorite rapper in 2020, it has to be Megan Thee Stallion. I like her, what she talks about. I kind of, and plus she's from East Texas, so.
Oh yeah.
I'm digging Megan.
What are your favorite hobbies or things that you're really good at?
I'm really good at doing hair. I think I'm really good
You're great at doing hair. I wish you would do hair more.
Well, with the corona thing, that's kind of hard to do.
I mean,
right
just
now.
like picked it up as a career because really you should have been doing it.
You know, I always said that if I was going to do hair as a career, I wanted to be a stylist to the stars or to people on TV. Because I would always say, well, her hair would look better if it was this way or if she cut it. When I was looking at people on TV, I was like, why she got her hair like that? Or I would notice, like in a lot of car commercials, usually the women's hair is flawless in a car commercial. When they're selling vehicles, their hair is flawless. So,
Mom, also you know how to make You know how to alter and sew.
I do. My mother taught me how to sew
really well.
I know how to sew.
You altered my prom dress.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
You're really arts and craftsy.
Yeah, I do. I like arts. I made all of Tavin's moms through high school. Anytime Tavin had to dress up as something, I made it.
You make really nice projects too.
Yeah. And I like to make invitations from scratch. Yeah.
And t-shirts.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest challenge you faced thus far?
My mother has always been there. She's always been there for me. And I'm the number 6 out of 6 kids. I'm the last Mohican. And she never made me feel like because I was last that I was less than or I got the short end of the stick. Oh no, not Tam. So me just having to adjust to raising my girls without my mom. You know, she was always there no matter what. My mother, she acknowledged my girls' birthdays. She always sent them birthday cards. Yeah, I think that's it.
What's your biggest accomplishment?
Oh my goodness, you know,
for yourself, Mom.
For myself, my biggest accomplishment, and I know I was late in the game, was when I purchased my home.
Okay.
You know, I saved my money.
Mom, look right here.
And I saved my money. I picked it out. I had it built. I mean, it was something that I felt like it was something I did. And I was so proud of it. And I was so proud to let my daughter, even though I was late in the game.
Okay. It doesn't matter, Mom. Listen. Because you like to move a lot.
But did I always move backwards?
Never.
Whenever I moved, it was always...
You never moved backwards. You always moved up.
Yeah. We you know, we start low, we go high, you know. I'm trying to be Michelle Obama status one day.
Yeah, but I remember when you surprised me and you told me to meet you at a location, and it was the place where you were picking out the stuff for your house.
Yeah.
Like what type of cabinets you wanted and all that. So that was really nice to see. It was inspiring too. Now I feel like I want a house.
And you're going to get a house. So Mom can stay in the pool house. That's what kind of house you're going to have.
I like that. What is something that you really admire about yourself?
You know, I've always been told that I'm so strong. When people see that in you as a strong woman and that you don't let obstacles get in your way, instead you take them as learning tools and you move forward.
And you never give up.
No. Giving up is not an option.
Well, that's always been something that I admire about you. You never give up.
No, I can't never just say, oh, you know what?
Maybe because you don't have a choice to give up. Or you actually could have, but you never did.
No.
No matter how hard stuff got.
And plus, you know, me being a mother, and I like showing my kids off and bragging about my children. And, you know, because they was mine. I did that. You know.
Mom, you was crazy. Let's be honest.
Because you taking me way back a little bit too far. Mama has learned those ways.
Can you explain to them where you're from? Or where your family is from?
My family, my mother is from Louisiana. She grew up in Newton, Mississippi.
Right, that's what I knew.
And my father grew up in Newton, Texas.
Isn't that funny?
That is crazy. My mother and her siblings and her mother and father, they moved to Colorado for a better life because back then the South was kind of, you know, was very racist. And my dad was out of the military and he moved to Colorado because they heard Colorado was a nice place. The weather was nice. So him and his cousin moved to Colorado and they met my mother and my mother's sister. And they fell in love and they married each other. It's such a beautiful love story when I hear about it and how they met and then how they were married 20 years before they even thought of bringing me into the world. You know, they had already had this beautiful relationship. Nowadays, you be with someone 20 years and you still have a baby? Does that even happen?
I mean, grandma was something else.
Oh, my mom was a dime chick. She was.
Quickly share how you found out you were pregnant with me.
Well, if to everyone who doesn't know, Vanessa is actually the second oldest. My first daughter's name was Krishna. I had Krishna my senior year of high school in January, and Krishna passed away. But then Vanessa came along. In the same year. Krishna was born in January 1990. Vanessa was born in December 1990.
So was that intentional?
you know, it helped me get over Krishna when you came, and you were so perfect. And I just loved you to death. And and I was so protective of you because of what had happened to your sister. You filled that emptiness that I had.
Oh, Mom, that's so sweet.
You did. Yeah.
Never knew that. What do you remember about the day you had me?
Oh my goodness. Vanessa was born at St. Joseph Hospital in Denver. And since then, they've rebuilt St. Joseph. But back then, they had built a new maternity wing. So in this new maternity wing, you could have as many persons in the room that it wasn't a limit.
Okay.
So Cousin Ernestine was in there. Cousin Diane was in there. Auntie Tina was in there. Aunt Brenda was in there. Your grandma Brenda was in the room.
That's too many people.
But my mother was there. And my mother, before they moved me into this huge maternity room, we were in another room. And my mother was like, I said, Mom, I feel something. And she says, well, what do you feel? And I said, my stomach is turning. And then so she looks down there and she said, oh, I see her head. She says, push. And you know, to every mother out there that knows you're only supposed to push to keep from tearing is when you're dilated. So me being my first, you know, real drawn out pregnancy, here I go and I start pushing. So the nurse runs into the room. She says, no, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. So Mom, being my maternity coach, it was just, that was one of my greatest memories. But she didn't come out right then. I had to dilate, and she did come out a few hours later.
How did you choose my name?
Vanessa's name was chosen. I went to Dobie High School when I lived with my father in Houston. In gym class, I met this girl named Vanessa. Vanessa was a senior. And she was so fabulous to me, you know, Vanessa, you know, she was like, hey girl, come sit with us. And I was like, okay. So she embraced me and she would just talk to me. She didn't talk to me like I was an underclassman. You know, she talked to me like she really liked me and she really wanted to be my friend. And we were cool. And I just thought she was so cool. She wore all this nice jewelry and she always had her hair done. And you can just tell she was just fabulous, you know.
Okay.
You know. So I said, you know what? When I get older, I like the name Vanessa. Like she really, and I don't know where Vanessa is. I don't know what her last name is. But I want her to know that I named my daughter after you.
What about Monet?
Everybody knows who watches The Young and the Restless. Watching The Young and the Restless with my grandmother and my mother. And in the watching Young and the Restless, they always say, and Jury by Monet. And I used to love that. So I said, oh, I like the name Monet. So that's where that came from.
Okay. I like that. I never knew that at all.
Yeah. They would always
never knew that.
Jury by Monet.
What did you love about my elementary school years?
When Vanessa was in elementary school, all of her friends was older. She was smarter than the kids her age. So they put her in a grade higher with the other girls. So that's how she had become friends with girls older than. Do you remember that?
I do.
And they called and asked me and they said, we want to put Vanessa in I think it was where you were in 4th grade?
I was in 4th. They put me with the 5th graders.
Okay, yeah.
Because they were going to go to middle school and I wanted to go with them.
And they asked me if they could move her to middle school. I didn't want her to leave Jasmine. So I told her no, if she could just be in the curriculum with the other kids, that's fine. But moving her, I said no, because then her sister would be there. How do you feel about me making that decision?
I mean,
of not moving you?
I always felt like I did belong in that grade. That
no,
I wasn't ready. I don't think so. Biggest thing you remember about my teenage years?
I feel like I put Vanessa in a position to make adult decisions when she really wasn't ready. But I kind of forced you into, here's the keys. You're going to learn how to drive today. I'm like, I never let you grow into that.
Yeah.
I said, here's the key. Take care of your sister. Lock the doors. You know, I always put you in but you excelled every time.
I mean, because
you never.
It was just me and Jasmine.
But you never was like, Mom, I don't feel like I can do this. I said, Vanessa, I need you to trust me. I need you to do this. I need you to take care of your sisters. I need you to learn how to drive. When you start driving, 15?
15.
Vanessa's sisters treated her like a second mom. And they did whatever she said to do. If she said, no, we're not going to do that, this is what we're going to do. And her sisters obeyed her. And That's
I don't know
what
why. They was wild and
even in the car.
Mm-hmm.
It was Vanessa sits in the front seat with mom, and I sit in the back, and I sit in the back. That's just what it was. So it was a respect that your sisters had for you because of who you were.
Check them out. Tell me something unique about me today.
Well, Vanessa, you've excelled in everything. I say, Vanessa, get your bachelor's degree. You did that.
Okay.
I say, Vanessa, might as well get your master's. You don't have kids yet. And then what else? And then next.
Now you're talking about a PhD.
I'm talking about a PhD. I feel like one day you guys are going to see Vanessa on a larger scale. I always felt like that. Even, I joke about me living in the pool house. But I say that because I don't see Vanessa as, the small picket fence being her dream. I see her house sitting on 25, 30 acres where you're driving up into the house and the fence opens and the cars are over here and her home is over here. And I've always said that, haven't I? I've always said that. That's what I see for you.
Yeah.
Because you excel at everything. And that's what makes you so unique. Like, I don't see you at failure, and I tell you all the time, I say, Vanessa, well, this is just a minor setback. Mm-hmm. And what does your Uncle Gene say? For a major comeback. Mm-hmm. And I see that.
Shout out to Uncle Gene. What's the best part about being a mom?
The best part is being able to see them grow. And because I didn't have any sons, and all I had was girls. Well, I say all I had, but that's such a joy to me. Just seeing them excel. And believe it or not, you taught me a lot along the way. You taught me how to look at things not so one-sidedly, not so bossy-ish. You taught me to be more open-minded, to be more caring.
I think you are caring.
I'm crying because I'm looking at her, how much she's grown.
Don't cry, Mom.
I'm so proud of you. I wish you would come over more. Visit me more.
I do, Mom.
And we would do more things. And
you're right. I'm gonna just say you're right because you're right.
I enjoy you.
Do you have any advice for moms out there?
It takes a village, and it really does. Support. You have to support your children, and it's not necessarily financially, but supporting them when they need you, being there when they need you, listening to them, keeping that line of communication open. And I always told my girls, I'm going to tell you the truth when nobody else will tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you from the deepest part. And even though you may not want to hear it. And I'm going to reiterate. I don't think, my mother, she used to always tell me, Tam, just because you say it once, you're going to have to, until they get it, say it again and say it again. Because you're the parent, and you want what's best for your children. And in some families, they're generational curses. And you want to break those curses. Don't turn your back.
No matter how tough it is.
No matter how tough it is. Mm-hmm. You guys, not to say we didn't fight, we didn't argue, we didn't say things that we didn't mean to say. All of that goes on. But you learn how to get over that and you pray together. Mm-hmm. You worship together and you love together.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mama, I really appreciate you coming on my channel. I really do.
I really appreciate you inviting me and Makeup by Monet.
Well, no, thank you, and happy Mother's Day. I think you're the best mom I could have ever asked for. You sacrificed a lot for me and my sisters.
And you are my bestest, sweetest, eldest daughter that I ever had. I love you unconditionally.
Love you too,
okay.
Mom.
There's no mistakes. None. No mistakes ever made. I just love you.
Because I'm always growing. Okay.
I know you probably felt like, Mom, you were so hard on me. You tell me that all the time. But Vanessa, I was hard on you because you had people looking up to you. And like you said, I didn't let you fail. I'm like, no, Vanessa, you can't fail because they're watching you.
And I see that with all my siblings. That's all the questions that I have for you, Mom. I just wanted to come on here to celebrate Mother's Day and to show y'all my beautiful mother that I love so much.
I guess. I'll take that compliment. Bye.
See y'all in my next video.